Spain to the island of Corsica, home of the Rallye de France. Last year, Sébastien Loeb made history by winning every single stage on the Corsican tarmac.
This year will be a bit more difficult to win all the stages, but okay, I've done it last year, so I don't need to do it again.
He may have won the last round also on tarmac, but he knows he might not have it all his own way this year. Marcus Gronholm's Ford Focus looked to have the beating of Loeb's Citroën on day one in Spain until he was hit by a freak technical problem. He will want to make up for that here.
I think we can have a really good chance here. The car is good, tires are good, so it's up to my driving how it will go. But I have a good feeling that we can fight.
Spain also witnessed the arrival of WRC's latest superstar, Daniel Sordo.
Danny, after that great result in Spain, how do you feel you can compete here in Corsica? Can you get on the podium again?
I don't know. It's difficult. The rally is totalmente different. I think it's with more corners and difference, and it's difficult because the surface has a lot of gravel, and it's a little difficult, but we will see.
Do you feel now you have the speed to compete with all of the big names in the WRC, Sébastien Loeb and Marcus Gronholm? You're fast enough now?
It's difficult. Marcus and Sebastian and Hirvonen as the top drivers are very good drivers, and it's very difficult.
Those three currently hold the top three positions in the Drivers' Championship. Loeb has 36 points, Gronholm 27 and Sordo 14. Loeb has also contributed the majority of the 44 points, which see his Kroner Citroën team lead the Manufacturers' Championship. Red Bull Skoda are currently bottom in those standings, but they will hope the signing of Harry Rovanperä for the rest of their season will turn that around. Also returning to the WRC action in Corsica is Gigi Gali in a Pirelli-backed Peugeot 307. Other privateers to look out for are France's Alex Bengay, also in a 307, and Jan Kopecky of the Czech Republic in a Skoda. They were 4th and 5th respectively in the previous round. Corsica lies off France's southern coast, about an hour and a half flying time from Paris. The 12 stages wind up into the mountains around the city of Ajaccio, where the service park is situated. These roads have witnessed many epic battles in what is regarded as one of the WRC's classic events, and this year it celebrates its 50th anniversary. And Corsica's most famous son, Napoleon Bonaparte, oversees proceedings at the ceremonial start. Sébastien Loeb and co-driver Daniel Elena hoping to headline the next chapter in the history of this rally. So on to today's action, and it's the Frenchman in his home rally that is first onto today's stages. Loeb first drove here in 1999. He is very familiar with these roads now. And he probably recognises some of the front doors in the village of Ampazza. Maintaining high speeds as the car passes just a few feet from the front doors of these houses, one of the challenges of Corsica. Marcus Gronholm preparing to attack this opening stage. Gronholm's best performance here, second behind Gilles Panizzi in 2002. He's still searching for his first true tarmac win. Will 2006 be his year?
Oikealle vasen eri suppuun. 6 vasen.
Daniel Sordo hasn't won a WRC event yet, but after his second place in Spain, it can't be too long before he achieves that. Petter Solberg at the start now. Solberg won his one and only tarmac rally here in 2003. Then it was very wet, and a lot of rain looks like the only hope for the Norwegian this year. He could get little out of his Subaru Pirelli package in the last round in Spain. Pirelli have come up with an improved tyre for this event, though. Sebastian Loeb more than happy with his setup. He'll be the first to complete the first stage. The target for the rest of the field, 20 minutes, 45.5 seconds.
I didn't drive so fast a lot of time, I think. I was really pushing hard. I know that Marcus is really fast now on tarmac, and I cannot lose any time. I have to really to take everything I can, so the feeling was good. I pushed hard, so good, no problem.
Marcus Gronholm had only been a few tenths down on all the early splits, but had dropped 5 seconds on the last split, and he is going to be slower. He could have a problem. 8.3 seconds, the overall deficit. He'll be disappointed with that.
Marcus, the split times are quite encouraging until just towards the end, and you've ended up losing 8.3.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the car is very nervous. It's going like this all the time, like whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't know. I have to go to check now what's wrong.
Oh, Marcus
And Daniel Sordo has reported problems with his differentials. The diffs transfer power between the wheels, and if they're not working correctly, it will not be helping him through these corners. He has been losing a lot of time through the stage. Back with Solberg now, and his split times have not been very promising either.
The 6-right bus, the big cut, slippy, 2 left.
And that won't help.
Okay.
But it could have been much worse. There's a big drop-off to the side there.
6-right, big cut, 2 left, slippy, 5-right bus, the cut, 6 left minus half long, 3 right.
Xevi Pons had been looking for a good podium position in Spain until he went off the road and out of the rally on the second day. He's determined to make up for that, and the Citroën driver ends this stage in third. Alex Bengay just missed out on a podium position in the previous event. He finished 4th, which is the position he holds at the end of stage 1. Mikko Hirvonen at the start now. But a bad start for him. He stalled. Despite the shaky start, Hirvonen recovers to register the 5th fastest time. He was just half a second slower than Bengay. And less than 4 seconds behind Hirvonen is Francois Duval in the first Motorsport Skoda.
Courbe droite à fond, 25. Long droite à fond.
Manfred Stoll is 4th in the Drivers' Championship coming into this event. He's 7th fastest on this stage. Good to see Gigi Gali back on the start line.
100 vistas.
First time out in the Peugeot 307 for the Italian, but as it stands, he's not troubling the top 8. He's 14th. Behind Gali is Harry Rovanperä. He only got the call from the Skoda team a week ago following Gilles Panizzi's announcement that he no longer wanted to drive the car. Rovanperä will be waiting for the gravel events to demonstrate the speed he is capable of. On the road section, Petter Solberg and co-driver Phil Mills are trying to repair the damage done in that spin, a crushed exhaust. That would have reduced the car's power. The Subaru pairing's run of bad luck continues. They're 18th. Solberg nearly a minute and a half behind the leader, Sebastian Loeb. Confirmation here that Gronholm is second and Zevi Pons third. Outside the top 8, the Subarus of Stefan Sarazan and Chris Atkinson are 10th and 11th. Danny Sordo's diff problems leave him down in 13th place. So far, Loeb is still the man to beat. Will his run continue? Find out after the break. Welcome back to the island of Corsica for the first day of the Rallye de France. Lots of corners in this rally, but plenty of fast stuff as well.
Gauche 120, 60 mètres, gauche 120 long, sur droite 100 plus long.
Sebastian Loeb is the leader after the first stage. That stage win made it 13 stage wins in a row in Corsica after his clean sweep here last year. Marcus Gronholm will be looking to bring that run to an end. At the bottom right of your screen is the time that Loeb has set, and Gronholm is not going to be too far away from it. Here's the red boards that mark the finish line. He's faster by 3.5 seconds, but Loeb holds the lead. Alex Bengay and Caroline Escudero come into the second stage in 4th, but are less than a second behind the man in 3rd, Zevi Pons. And here is Zevi Pons in the Cronus Citroën. He tops the speed of his teammate Sebastian Loeb through there. And there is the time he needs to beat to stay in 3rd. He's going to be slower, nearly 10 seconds slower. And Pons also lost out to Mikko Hirvonen in that stage. The Finnish driver, still looking for his first top 3 finish of the season, moves up to 4th. Also on the move up the leaderboard, Jari-Matti Latvala in the Stobart VK Ford. He moves up to 6th at the expense of François Duval.
Heti vasen 2, heti nyppy oikein, 4 piilossa soraan.
And former world downhill mountain bike champion Nicolas Vullios also goes ahead of Duval. He's 7th. Daniel Sordo was happier in that stage. His differential problems look like they're sorted. He was 4th fastest. Sordo not quite fast enough to make it into the top 8. He's 9th. But this is what the top 8 looks like. Another man out of the point-scoring positions, Petter Solberg. He's still down in 17th. So more head-scratching for the Norwegian as he returns to service. The team about to fit a new gearbox in the 30 minutes available. Just one of the problems he's experienced.
That's how it is sometimes, you know, you're trying a little bit too soft tire and we try to push a little bit over the limit and brake a little bit too late, hit the bank, and then lost 1 minute and 10 seconds or whatever, and stopped on the start line on the second one because the starting system didn't work in the car. And
the service park situated on the harbour side in Ajaccio.
Sebastian, you won every single stage here last year, but this morning you let Marcus win one.
Yeah, and I think it's not the last one. So the most important here is to fight for the victory. We knew that Marcus will be very fast, and he is. So we'll see. We have to push really hard to keep the contact and to keep the lead. So we'll try to do it.
Marcus, things very tight between you and Sebastian at the top again.
Yeah, it looks so, yeah. I lost a little bit too much time on the first one, but then we took back a bit on the second one.
What happened on that first stage?
We were okay up to 20K. Then I was cooking my brakes a little bit, maybe too much, and then I started to have a lot of pressure in the rear tire because of the brakes. I think we were heating them, so car was not really the best to drive anymore after that. So I was not fast then.
Sebastian Loeb about to start the afternoon stages, which are 2 repeats of the morning tests. He will be feeling the heat from Gronholm now.
Et droite 123. Sur gauche à fond ouvre et ferme 130.
Here is Gronholm. But like on the first running of this stage, Gronholm can't compete with Loeb, losing time on the second half of the stage. Maybe his brakes were overheating again. The Finn falls 15.5 seconds behind Loeb. Bengay in his home rally is fighting to hold on to third place. He's under pressure from Mikko Hirvonen. And here is Hirvonen nearing the end of the stage. He needs to be faster than 21 minutes 7.9 seconds to take third. It's very close. But he's done it. Hirvonen takes third.
What was the problem? I changed everything with the car service and now it's terrible.
I'm just hearing that you've got past Bengay in that stage.
Yeah, that's good, but it's still I'm not perfect. I'm not Wake. I don't know if it's Friday night or what, but not good drive.
Daniel Sordo continues making great strides. He moves up another 3 places on this stage into 6th position. And Sordo is now less than 8 seconds behind Xavi Pons in 5th. Jari-Matti Latvala and Nicholas Vullios complete the leading positions. At the top, Marcus Gronholm needs to find a response to Loeb's performance on that stage. He was quicker than the Frenchman on stage 2. Can he do the same on the repeat of that stage, the last of the day? See you after the break. There has been plenty happening down the field at the Rallye de France. Here's a look at what those drivers have been doing. Manfred Stoll is not known for his tarmac expertise, but his performance has been steady enough. He's 9th. Stefan Sarazan is a renowned tarmac expert. He's the leading Subaru, but won't be happy with his current position of 10th. That's been at least popular with the spectators. Francois Duval was in 6th after stage 1, but a setup change he made at service has not worked. He's dropped to 11th. Jan Kopecky had a career-best 5th finish in the last round in Spain, but so far little sign of a repeat of that. He's 12th. 1 place in front of Gigi Gali. Petter Solberg improved a little in the afternoon, but 14th place is way short of where he wants to be. Red Bull Skoda's Andreas Eigner is 15th. And he looks to be giving it everything there. A place behind is his teammate Harry Rovanperä on his return to the WRC. Matthew Wilson is 17th, but has been struggling out there.
Big cut left, 2 plus, Leppy. Right, 1 plus.
This spin was on stage 3.
Something wrong.
Chris Atkinson had been challenging for a top 8 place, but 2 spins and a gearbox problem on stage 3 was followed by his car being filled with smoke. He drops to 29th.
And cut all left line. Can we stop? Right here,
Sebastian Loeb won't be winning every stage this year, but he will want to win the rally. But as expected, it has so far been harder for him this year, as Marcus Gronholm is refusing to be shaken off.
Sur droite 120 bon long, sur gauche 120.
And here is Gronholm on the final stage. But again, the Finn can't quite match the pace of Loeb. He loses another 4 seconds.
Nopea kirraa muuri. 7. Vasen eri helppo. 5. Vasen eri.
Alex Bengay lost 3rd place to Mikko Hirvonen on the previous stage, but claimed he was saving his tyres for this final stage. And it looks like Bengay's got his calculations right, as Hirvonen was over 8 seconds slower and loses 3rd place to the French driver.
7, oikein nopea pidä. Heti vasen loiva aukeaa, pidä 8, huomio.
And Daniel Sordo picked up yet another place on this final stage, overhauling Xavi Pons to go 5th. If it wasn't for those diff problems on the opening stage, he must feel that he could have been in 3rd. But Sordo ends the day just over 13 seconds down on 4th placed Hirvonen. It looks like there will be a 3-way battle for 3rd place tomorrow. Pons, Latvala and Villiers are 6th, 7th and 8th. Manfred Stoll in 9th is just 5.9 seconds behind Villiers.
Alex, you've had an excellent day. You must be very satisfied.
Yes, it's really nice. I am quite happy about this place, but the most important for me is to improve the car, because we had a lot of understeer today, and we have to improve it for tomorrow, because tomorrow will be more difficult.
Marcus, Sebastian just a bit too strong for you today.
Yeah, a little bit too fast, especially one stage. The first one in the end, I lose time to him a lot. Nearly 1 second per kilometer in the end, so that's the thing that I don't understand why.
Sebastian, it's been a good day and a lead of almost 20 seconds.
Yeah, a good lead, so I'm happy for that, because after Catalonia we knew that Gronholm is really fast, and we didn't know, can we fight with him? Will he be faster than me? It was difficult to know, and but now we see that we can continue to fight with him, also to beat him sometime, and that's good news.